Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Sarah Curley, and with so much going on in the world today, the young professional wonders how they can get involved and make a difference. And today, joining me on the show is no stranger to Talk of the Town and everything that we have to do with Real News PR. It's our friend Zach Klein. He's with the Dallas Junior Chamber, among other organizations that are affiliated with the Dallas Junior Chamber, a young professional organization that I've been a part of for over 10 years, Zach. I started when I was 23, and now I'm 33. Growing family. I've got another baby on the way. We just had a little girl, and now we're celebrating another little girl. And then, of course, my teenage boy. When I started Dallas Junior Chamber, he was 3 turning 4, and now he's 13. How old does that make me? I don't know. But either way, so much going on, and the young professionals don't slow down either. We've got a growing family, but then also I love the Dallas Junior Chamber because I know my kids will definitely be young professionals in the city of Dallas. So without further ado, let's take it away, Zach Klein. How can we get involved today with 2023 here with so much going on in the world, and how young professionals can make a difference?
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Sarah, for having me on here. It's always great to be an honored guest to the show. Just like you, I've kind of started with the JCs almost about 10 years ago. Started off with the Schaumburg JCs in Chicago, Illinois. And then when I moved to Dallas 4 years ago, I got plugged in with the Dallas Junior Chamber. Super excited to be involved with this chapter. This year, we're actually celebrating our 151st anniversary. So we are actually the oldest chapter in the United States, actually in the whole world. But we are Dallas's young premier organization. So really excited to talk a little bit about DJCC, and then as well as DJCC Foundation, which is the 501c3 that supports DJCC. In addition to the Texas JCI Junior Chamber International, that board that I also just joined. So a lot to talk about, in addition to another organization, AJC, American Jewish Committee. Let's start with ways you can get involved as a young professional with DJCC. We are about to have our elections for our board coming up next month. So the first steps would be to come join an event, learn a little bit more about our organization, become a DJCC member, and if you want to be involved on a deeper level, you can join our board. The president this year is James Sacchi, and he'll be able to provide you more information. Please check out all of our social media channels, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and our website, which will have all the events and information for you to get involved. And thank you so much, Sarah, for having me on here. For those who don't know me, I don't normally have a mustache. We are embarking on the month of November, or as I should say, Movember, which raises awareness for men's prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and also men's mental health. So I am deciding to do a fundraiser in part with what's going on over in the Middle East. All funds that'll be raised for Movember will be going towards Magen David Adom, which is the Israeli Red Cross. So they'll be helping make sure hospitals are funded, nurses are trained, and also doing blood drives to make sure that everyone affected, both Palestinians and Israelis, will be able to have the blood they need for any surgeries or medical procedures. And then while we're talking about the Middle East, let me tell you about another nonprofit that is joined, which is AJC, American Jewish Committee. Currently, they are raising funds for the Israeli Relief Fund, so I'll provide a link for you to follow with that. It's a great organization that helps with diplomatic relations in the Middle East. Recently, they just fundraised money for the Maui. I think they raised $30,000 for help with the Maui wildfires. There's an event coming up on October 30th. And we'll be honoring a participant who sits on the Muslim-Israeli board. So it's a good interrelations organization and event. So we'll be honoring him coming up on October 30th. So in addition to also having this mustache, one of my things I'm trying to raise awareness is what's going on in the Middle East. And with that being said, I'm going to keep the mustache, even though my mother hates it, through the month of November or until all 222 hostages are released. There is a link that you can write to your local senators and Congress That way you can raise awareness and spread awareness and be able to get the hostages home safe. And right now, with Top Gun Maverick, mustaches are in style. So if you want to join me in this cause, you can shave to your mustache and join in Movember, raise awareness for all the prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and men's mental health awareness, because we all can use a little bit of help during these times. And especially as young professionals, what a better way to get involved than just, having a little mustache. And you could tag me on Instagram so I can see your progress of your mustache, because mine's gonna be going through November. So Sarah, you've actually been involved with DJCC Foundation. You're currently on the board. I believe you're actually the president this year, aren't you? So that being said, DJCC Foundation, as I mentioned a little earlier, is the 501c3 supporting arm of Dallas Junior Chamber of Commerce. We help with the philanthropic events and projects, and we'll be helping with the legacy projects, because I mentioned DJCC is celebrating its 151st anniversary. So there's a lot of legacy projects such as Beep and Johnny Sides that we help support, and hopefully we can bring back our legacy event of the Taste event. So kind of a progression as a young professional. Not only are there local chapters of JCI, which is Junior Chamber International, the JCs. So with Dallas, there's that chapter. In addition to being involved on a local level, you can be involved on the state level. And I recently just got elected to the board as VP of membership for the 2024 JCI Texas chapter. We just had our year-end conference in Irving, and that was October 13th through 15th, which was filled with a bunch of trainings and meeting from other chapters throughout the whole state. One of our goals is to incorporate new chapters. So Austin, Texas, we're coming for you. If there's any young professionals in Austin, we want to start a chapter and do a bunch of volunteering and events throughout there. My passion with getting involved with nonprofits started back in high school when I joined the National Honor Society, and we were encouraged to do some volunteering throughout our time and throughout kind of my journey as a young professional in college, always being involved. And I had an internship with United Way, and it just kind of spiraled from there and kind of grew. And my passion has always been to help people and connect people. And that's one thing I really love about Dallas is there's so many young professionals from all over the country here, and it just keeps on growing. And Dallas Junior Chamber is just a great way for you to get plugged in as well.
Thank you so much, Zach. I love your passion and heart for the ways that young professionals can get involved. And thank you for sharing all these amazing organizations. You really are the go-to guru of all the ways to get involved. And so I always admire your heart and your spirit and servant leadership to our great young professionals. So that'll be it for today with Talk of the Town. We'll definitely have Zach Klein back if you want to get a hold of him. He's going to share with us all the ways that you can get a hold of Mr. Zach Klein. Maybe it's just to hang out. He's a really cool guy. I mean, he knows all the ways to get involved and also network and also make great friends here in Dallas as he is relocated from Schaumburg JCs, which is so cool. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next time.
This show is brought to you by Real News Communications Network, your digital destination for video podcasts, produced by media and podcast experts. Podcasting at the speed of news, powered by Real News PR. Visit realnewscn.com for our podcast show library and launchashow.com to do just that, launch a show.